Thing that I'm about to tell you is a conspiracy. It is not the truth. It is just a thought. All right, look at this mascara. When I drop it, the textbook tells you it's gravity. Gravity pulled it down. But I asked a physicist how mass pulls mass without touching it, and they'll give you a math equation, not an answer. But the truth is, this mascara isn't being pulled, it's being steered. The Earth's surface is a constant negative charge. The upper atmosphere is positive. Between the ground and the sky, there's literally an electric field. It's about 150 volts for every meter you move up. We aren't living on a rock. We're living inside a giant capacitor. The mascara falls because it's seeking ground. It's seeking the electrical equilibrium. If you change the charge of an object enough, gravity stops working. We've seen this in the labs for decades. But it would ruin the space narrative, so it stays off the news. Think about space. They say we have a pressurized atmosphere sitting right next to an infinite vacuum. Ask an engineer, what happens if we have high pressure tire and you poke a hole in it? The air doesn't stay inside because of gravity. It explodes outward to fill the void. To have pressure, you must have a container. No container, no pressure. Which means we are in a closed system. Now connect the dots with me. In 1962, the height of the Cold War, the US government starts a project called Operation Dominic. In Latin words, that means of the Lord. And the specific series of high altitude nukes they launched, they named it Operation Fishbowl. They weren't just testing weapons, they were tapping the glass. On July 9th, 1962, they launched a 1.4 megaton nuke called Starfish Prime. And when it went off 250 miles up, the explosion didn't look like a sphere. The plasma hit something. It flattened out and splashed like a ripple on a pond. They weren't fighting the Soviets, they were testing the structural integrity of the firmament. And this is why they stopped. This is why every major nation, countries that can't agree on a single border or trade deal, suddenly signed the Antarctic Treaty at the exact same time. Why is Antarctica the only place on Earth we aren't allowed to explore? Because that is the parameter. That's where the glass of the fishbowl meets the floor. They don't want you down there because if you keep going, you don't find more ice. You find the wall. You find the end of the container. They realized that the fishbowl was real and indestructible. They realized that they couldn't get you out. So what did they do? They built a fake exit. They turned the firmament into outer space and told you that you were a speck of dust in a vacuum. Instead of the truth, you are in a protected, pressurized, electrical masterpiece that the Lord has created for us. Call it gravity so you don't look for the power. They call it space so you don't look for the wall. They keep you away from the edge so you never realize that you are in a cage.